What's up with the kids? Yes. Thank you to everyone who watched our previous video. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Also, thank you for subscribing. We so much appreciate you.
And to all of you that did not like, you did not subscribe, you did not comment, you did not share. What do you want from us? While watching you, intrigued. Continue.
Yes. So, Lalo baby, so I want to ask you, right? Throughout your practice, I'm sure that you have met with parents that were deeply concerned about certain issues concerning their child. And because of this, you had to advise them because they were probably worried about things that were normal in a child. And funny enough, they were now unworried about things that were not normal in a child. So let's talk. So what are those events and conditions that you had to educate parents on when to be worried and when not to be worried?
The first one that comes to mind, right, which is actually very common, is when parents are concerned that newborn baby, the baby they just gave birth to today, has big breasts. They say, doctor, my baby's breast, baby that they just gave birth to today, my baby has breast.
Oh no, you're not from the parent that'll be concerned.
What makes it funny is because most times they'll come and tell you, doctor, my baby has breasts. And then you're like, your baby don't have breasts before. And then they say, no, doctor, it's not that type of breast. My baby has breast. And then they will now go and press the breast and see what they were looking for. Milk. So, doctor, my newborn baby has milk. And he is a man. Why does my baby have milk? It's concerning, I know, but it's not unexpected, especially because of the whole baby hormones from the mother to the baby, So we as medical professionals know that after a while, it will clear off on its own. But most times the parents are so concerned. So concerned.
Yes. And the funny thing is that the reason why we even see them is because they've done damage to the child.
Bam.
They've used hospital to get massage that breast.
I'm telling you.
Like they're in the spa. They would, and they now bring the baby when half of the skin is burnt, or they have boil or pus inside the breast. And sometimes it's so because you see the child is in so much pain.
Very heartbreaking.
Just because of ignorance, and
they will even squeeze it like they want to squeeze out the milk. And then add some of leaves and all these things. And when the child is now having fever, it's so painful, the child can't feed, they now start coming down to the hospital and lying to us. Please, help us help you. It's not abnormal. And if you're so concerned, please come to the hospital. You don't even have to be so concerned. If you're concerned at all, just come to the hospital before taking matters into your own hands.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, for me, another condition where we've had to talk to parents is those mothers that are concerned that their newborn babies are sleeping most of the time. I don't know if they want those people to be awake and watch film or to watch plays.
To be going for errands.
I don't know. So I don't know. So mothers and caregivers, it's not abnormal for your newborn to be sleeping. In fact, they sleep, I think, 16 to 18 hours in a day, right? So because this phase is very important because almost 190 to 100% of the child's brain is developed during this point, and it's done when they are asleep. So allow them to sleep so that their brain will fully develop.
Please allow them to sleep. Some of you guys start waking them up.
Hey,
are you alive? Are you alive? The baby just sleeping. When you now wake up the baby now, the baby will start crying for breast, disturbing you. You make the mama sleep. You make the pikin sleep.
So please, the child sleeping is not abnormal.
Yeah. Then there's one that is actually abnormal.
Okay.
But we tend to downplay it. Not we as doctors, but like society tends to downplay it. And that is yellowness of the eye at birth.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so annoying because everybody has an opinion.
Very serious.
The person selling granola outside has an opinion. Your fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, uncle,
I have an opinion
on that matter. Because you tell them the baby's eye is yellow. They just gave it to the baby today. The baby's eye is yellow. Sometimes the mom that gave birth to child may be getting concerned, and then you hear the great grand auntie saying, even you as a child, your eye was yellow.
Hey.
In fact, your hand and your legs were yellow too. But look at you today, you're normal. It's not normal, though.
Yes.
At birth, if you notice the child's eye is yellow, that day they gave birth to the baby's eye is yellow. Discard your baby on your body and run to the doctors so that they will take care of your baby, because it will do more harm than good.
Yes, I think that maybe we're going to have a different topic when we talk about yellowness of the eyes, because some of them go as far as putting urine, they say it's the mother's urine and breast milk into the eyes.
You know, it's early morning
urine. So guys, please, any issue of yellowness of the eyes, just bring the baby to the hospital, especially that you notice on the first day of life. It's not normal.
If you don't put urine in your baby's eye, when you come, I'll put the baby's urine in your own eye. So you tell me whether it's sweet, because the baby cannot blow your eye. You're putting urine inside the baby's eye. So continue.
So another thing again, another one that we see a lot in the hospital is teething. And you know, sometimes they'll come with, hey doctor, my baby the teeth. I say, okay, we could stop the teeth from there. We'll go off at one time, make you rest. Me to rest. Doctors of
even and teeth.
Even baby to go rest. And they go as far as, okay, we'll come to that one. You know, they are very concerned that, and in fact they link everything happening to the baby to teething.
Yes.
The child is is stooling.
Teeth.
The child is having cough.
Teeth.
If they get kata.
Teeth.
If I let the turn on.
Teeth. No, kid, no, they breathe. Teeth.
Body they hot.
Teeth.
No. So teeth sometimes comes without any other additional symptoms.
Yes.
And it's a normal process in every child. And so those of you that will now go and spend, do you know how much they're using to buy drugs? They say they're teething medication.
I'm telling you.
It's so expensive. Sometimes when I just like, let me not talk.
Do you even know the one that frightens me? The ones that the child is actually like sick, like very sick.
Yeah.
They will not tell you the pikin they teeth. So I go buy teething drug. For the past 5 days, the pikin still they shit.
Yes. Guys, I feel like sometimes these parents, a lot of things, I feel like children are critically ill and they just cover it up with the teething.
Yes.
When these people should be accessing medical care.
Yes.
So guys, this is just to tell you that teething is actually, it's not a sick or an illness episode.
Exactly.
It's something that is normal. Yeah. So when you start seeing something that is abnormal, like the stooling, fever that is really high grade, because sometimes teething comes with low fever. Yeah. So when you start expressing high grade fever, the child is not eating well, child is stooling and weak, it's not teething. Please. The child is sick. Please let the child access the doctor's care.
Mm-hmm. Do you know another one that really gets me every time? Doctor, my child is 10 months old and is not yet walking.
Hey, Lolo. Talk first.
What do you want to do with that child's walking? Johnny, go and buy me granite. At 10 months old.
So they thought that's how Messi started.
I mean, that's how Ronaldo started.
Ronaldo started to walk at 10 months.
10 months old. You not be telling me, some people tell me with your full chest that my neighbor's doctor started walking at 7.5 months. Please allow your child. Your child will walk. In fact, usually for most of them, it's from like 12 months before you can actually say, oh, this child is walking.
Yeah.
13, 14, 15 months before the child actually start walking. You not be saying my first child walked at 10, 12 months. This second one is 13 months. The child is not yet walking. Please. It's too soon. Don't worry. The child will start going for messages for you. But allow them to develop normally.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. So there was this incident. There was this case that I had in the clinic. There's a mother that brought her 3-month-old daughter. Said 3 months old.
1, 2, 3.
Theory. Brought the child, held the child like this. I wish I could demonstrate it. Held the child. Say, doctor, see. You know they stand well. See the leg. See the leg.
The leg they shake.
They do like this. They do. You see, I was just looking at this woman. I'm like, 3 months. What even took you to looking at that child's leg at 3 months? And it was so kind. It was my senior colleague that was attending to the child. So she now had to take her time to address the concern, explain to her and everything. So people, there are what we call developmental milestones that are particular for every age. Don't go and put too much pressure on your child, and you're expecting what a child is supposed to do at 12 months. You're expecting to see it in a child at 6 months.
Please.
You know, I think we'll have a follow-up video on that. when we
So
have
many
to-
follow-up videos. Even also start paying us. So, for all this hey.
So no. So another is say my child know they stay one place.
The child know they stay one
You
place.
know they stay one place.
Tomorrow night, the child starts stay one place. Will come and say, doctor, this child don't get active at all. Picking where I born.
You know they stay one place. so I understand that sometimes it's concerning for mothers.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you need to understand that, especially there are certain age group, when we're looking at toddlers, children are experimentative. They want to experiment. And that is how they learn about their environment.
Yeah, they just want to
right?
explore.
Yes, and it's very good for their development, socially, mentally, emotionally, physically. They need to touch something and say, oh, this is wood, this is metal, this is this. That is how children get to know and
Sometimes
understand
they
the
even need to,
environment.
climb and fall. Please, protect your house. I don't want your child jumping and falling. Please, it can cause issues. I'm joking.
So, although we need to understand that there are extremes of it, right?
Yeah.
When your child is, because there are actually medical conditions that would cause your child to be
Too active.
We'll probably talk about that. But normally, in every healthy child, you're not supposed to stay one place.
Yes.
You're supposed to be moving up and down.
Kids know they sick.
In fact, they'll tell you that if your child is sleeping, that child is not normal. That child is sick. Because
Sleeping.
in a sense that a healthy child that just cannot just say, mommy, I want to go and sleep.
Okay, like a child that is just always sleeping.
Yes.
Like a bigger child that is just sleeping and sleeping away.
Especially those babies in that toddler range, like 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, they cannot sleep unless it's time for you actually force them to go take a nap or it's bedtime. But normally during the day, they're always
usually
active. So if you see that your normal child
Active baby
is sleeping during the day, that child is probably sick. So what are we trying to tell you is that a child that is jumping everywhere is not an abnormal child. Although there are extremes, we will probably talk about that in another video.
Yes.
Or a child that walks around, please, that child is wicked.
You have been listening. You did not still subscribe. You are still listening and you have not subscribed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. And like if you have other things that you have in mind, like things that you're not sure whether they're normal or they're not normal, you're so concerned about it, don't send me a DM. Say it in the comment section. If you're very shy though, you can send us a DM.
Yes.
We'll pardon you. But otherwise, put it in the comment section and then we'll address it for you.
So thank you so much. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for subscribing.
That's all for What's Up with the Kids. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.